Hey, hi, hello, and welcome back to the Messy But Caffeinated podcast, the podcast where the coffee is iced, the tea is hot, and I'm doing my best. Today, I am just here, so let's just get into it. That coffee is hitting my soul right now. First things first, I want to start out by saying that if you are watching this on YouTube, I am so sorry for the way that my hair looks. It is absolutely atrocious. So, my bad. It is hair wash day though, and if you're a girly, you know exactly what that means. So the hair is going on top of the head because it looks like shit. So tomorrow will be a better day. Second of all, I have a shirt on that says I love overreacting that I got from Five Below. And I don't know if you guys have ever checked out the Five Below shirt section, but they're so funny and they are so cute. I got so many different shirts the other day when I went there just so that way I could wear a different hilarious t-shirt for every episode. This is the first time I'm doing this because I think I started out with some Christmas stuff and then just kind of jumped into it with some random shit. But anyway, it's just me. I love it. Love to overreact. Also, if you're watching this right now, if you're listening, you'll know what I'm talking about too, but at least you'll get to see it if you're laying eyes on my video right now. I have been talking about this fucking bear cup from Starbucks for going on a month now. And I couldn't find it, like, for a reasonable price because people are losing their mind posting these bear cups for, like, $200, $300, $700 on, like, Poshmark, eBay, Marketplace. I mean, you can't find them anywhere for a reasonable price. However, your girl found a dupe on Amazon for $30. Look at him. It is so cute. And it looks just like the one from Starbucks, except it doesn't say Starbucks on the hat or Starbucks on his little itty bitty cup. So I actually did order Starbucks stickers because I was going to put one on him, but I thought it went on his belly. I didn't realize he was holding a cup, and it's way too big. It won't fit on him, so we're just going to rock it with the dupe. But he is so cute. This is the first time I'm using him for the pod. Hey, and it's cute. So today I am drinking a homemade drink. I used the Dunkin' Original Blend pod thing for my Keurig, and then I put some caramel and vanilla in here, and then did some sweet cream cold foam that it's like Italian sweet cream or something. So anyway, cheers, drink up. That straight tastes like heavy whipping cream because that's what I put in the bottom of this, and that's where the straw is. But that's all right. We're gonna rock it because I actually already had a coffee today, and I drank it all before the pod. So my bad. So in other news, the love of my life was in Nashville this week. And if you don't know who that is, it's MGK, Machine Gun Kelly. I'm going to get some shit for that, I'm sure, from some people. But fuck all y'all. He's the GOAT, and I love him. So he had a concert on Tuesday at Bridgestone. And as always, he was absolutely amazing. He's such a good performer, and he has transformed so much since I first started listening to him. I started listening to him probably when I was like, I don't know, like 15 or 16, because that's when he started like rapping, really, like people heard about him, and Wild Boy came out, which is a bop. And he's just transformed so much because he was like, you know, a youngin', a brand new dad, like trying to navigate all that. And then he went through a really bad like phase where he was like drugged out and like trashed all the time. And, you know, we got some good music out of that, don't get me wrong, but he found himself. He went to rehab. Now he's doing better. And I feel like he's more into like he really does things for the kids now, which is awesome. And it's awesome to see that as an adult. And he just loves the kids, man. Like, he lets them come on stage with him. He'll like let them like play on his guitar. I mean, he does all kinds of stuff. It's really cool. And yeah, and he's like dancing now. He's got a little bit of pop music where he's like doing dances and stuff, which I think is cool. Some people be like, oh, that's fucking gay, but whatever. I'm into that. So it was a great show though. He played his entire album, the Tickets to My Downfall album, because it's the 5-year anniversary. He played the entire album from front to back. It's one of my favorite albums by him. It's his pop punk album. And that was like the year that he really got shit on because people were like, oh, Eminem dissed you and now you look at what your music has done. And, He definitely, like, he took that somewhere and it's done really well. I think it's triple platinum now. I'm not 100% on that, but it's one of my favorite albums. If you haven't heard it, you should go listen to it. It's definitely different from what he usually does because I love his rap, but his rock is really good too. I really like it. So he did that from front to back. It was beautiful, fantastic. And then he also did off his new album, Lost Americana. If you haven't heard that, it's a great album. And I don't know, he just was fantastic. And he's a great performer. This is my third time seeing him. The first time I saw him was in 2021 with Billy's little sister. I took her and we stood outside in ponchos because it thunderstormed. And we thought they were actually going to cancel the show, but they didn't. And it was awesome. That was his Concert for Aliens tour, I think, or Tickets for My Downfall tour or whatever. Anyway, he was really good. That was actually the first time I've ever been to Ascend Amphitheater, which is our like outside venue that we have in Nashville, and it was really cool. And then I also saw him last year with Billy's little sisters, the two youngest, Caitlin and Rachel. And it was a free show because he did like a promo thing with the radio station we have here. They'll do like 4 or 5 shows during the summer or like from like June to like September. And they call it River on the Rooftop. And they did it at a bar. And he was like the performing guy. So we went and saw him. And that was fucking awesome. He sang his cover Son to Me, which is a Zach Bryan song. And I absolutely despise Zach Bryan. So I like that he did that cover, and his cover is better anyway, but that is just my jam. It's like my favorite cover he's ever done, and I bawled like a baby when he sang that at the last show that I saw him at, and he was awesome, and it was for free, so that was pretty cool, and I almost got to touch him, which, oh my god, my life would have been made. However, some stupid fucking guy that was behind us ran him off, basically, was like screaming at him and like trying to get his attention, and he like fleed to the back and then never came back out, and it was tragic. But we had a great time. It was fun, and he was great. And then this was his first time playing Bridgestone Arena, which is like our hockey arena and like the big stadium that we have in town. And I've been waiting for him to play Bridgestone because he's big enough he could have done it, and he did, and it was awesome. And he sang the Son to Me song, and I didn't cry this time, and it was awesome. I had a great time. My best friend, Tracy, she got me the tickets for Christmas, so shout out to you, you the bomb. I love you so much. Mwah. That was the best Christmas present ever, and I'm so glad that we got to see him. They also did a promo for his coffee shop. He has a coffee shop in Cleveland called the 27 Club. Fun fact, I was supposed to go there over Thanksgiving because I went to go see my mama. For those of you that don't know, take a shot. My mom lives in Ohio, so she's not too far from his coffee shop, and I was going to go, but they ended up getting like 2 feet of snow while we were down there, so we just decided against that. Thought that would probably be a bad idea. And then they announced that they were doing a pop-up in Nashville for like promo for their shop and for him because the tour. And I was like, hell yeah, we're going. So I had done my research and saw that he had been to like all these pop-ups, and I'm like, holy shit, am I going to get to meet this man? Is it my time? And it indeed was not, but it's okay. We got there on Monday, and there was like no line. And I'm like, okay, are we being punked? What's happening? So we went in. The line ended up being inside, but it was very small. So we got there. We got to try the coffee from his shop. It was fucking fantastic. When I tell you that there has not been a coffee shop yet that I like an iced mocha drink from, I'm so not joking. Unless I make it at home, it's ass everywhere. That's why I always just get mocha frappuccinos or mocha frozen coffees or whatever. But they had one called a Black Swan mocha, and it was chocolate-infused espresso with milk and then extra chocolate. And I've never had infused espresso, and that shit was gas. Oh my god, it was so good. And then Tracy got a pink latte, which the milk was pink, but it was not flavored, so it was literally just pink milk. And so she got a pink latte with vanilla and caramel, and that was also gas. So good. And we just kind of waited around. I ended up getting a t-shirt. It says 27 Club on it. I wore it for the show the next night because as obsessed as I am with this man, I do not have any of his merch. I just haven't ever bought it at any show I've been to. I just go and have a good time. And I just haven't thought about it. So now I do, though, after this concert that we had the other day. But yeah, so we just kind of waited around just to see if he would pop in. We were there for probably 2.5-ish hours and he didn't show up. And then come to find out he wasn't even in the state. So we waited for no reason. So we left. And then on Tuesday afternoon, I made my way back out there because I just had to do it to know in my heart that at least I tried to meet this man if he didn't show up. But everybody was like banking on him coming on Tuesday. He did not show up. Can confirm. I did get a second coffee on Tuesday though, so I got to have them twice. So that was great for me, but they just weren't there. And he didn't show up, and it was a whole ordeal. There was a lot of pissed off people because he's been to every single pop-up. But he's busy. You know, he had just landed. He probably was doing rehearsal. Like, no hate to the man. I know you're busy, but we wanted to meet you. So, anyway. So, went there, and then we went to the concert on Tuesday. And, yeah, and then it was a great time. And I did end up getting merch. So, I got a camo hoodie, a Lost Americana camo hoodie, and I love her. Oh, my God. The quality of this hoodie is so good. It's thick, it's warm, it fits fine. I also got a t-shirt with his face on it that says Tickets to My Downfall on the back because that's one of my favorite albums. And I really don't, like, I like Lost Americana, like that's a good album, but I don't really like fuck with the merch that he has for it. It's just like red, white, and blue, honestly. So, and I've got plenty of that in my closet. So I did go ahead and just get one with his face on it, and yeah, I love them, and I hope he does come back to Nashville, which I know he will. He loves Nashville, and he's got lots of friends out here, actually. And, yeah. And coincidentally, we ended up sitting right in front of Molly Rose, which, if you don't know who that is a man who shall not be named, his ex-drummer. So, I love her. And I love her fiance, and they are just awesome, and they're so sweet. They're such good people. And I happened to notice on Instagram that she posted that they were coming to the concert. And I was like, oh, what section are you in? And she was like, oh, I'm in 118. And I was like, shut up. Me too. Like, no way. And I was like, well, where are your seats? And she's like, C1, 2, and 3. And I was like, bitch, I'm in B1 and 2. Like, we're right next to each other. And it was just really weird because they bought their tickets like 2 days before the show. Tracy got ours like 2 weeks before the show, and it was just a really interesting coincidence that we ended up right next to each other. It was awesome, though. We vibed the whole time. It was really good to see them, and I'm glad that I got to see them because it's been a while. And, yeah, we all just had a great fucking time, and it was so much fun. He also, during his show, brought out Bailey Zimmerman, which I thought was cool. He's been bringing out people at every show, so he brought him out. He also brought out Mod Sun, which is like one of his best friends. He's like a smaller rapper. He's really good. And what else? Before the show, we went to this place in Nashville called Mel's Diner or Mel's Dive-In or something. And I've never heard of it. I've never even seen it. And it's off of 2nd Avenue in Nashville. If you've never been there, they're a 24/7 diner, bar, place. They're really cool. We went there. They had an MGK menu. We didn't get anything off the menu, but they had like a cute little Lost Americana themed menu. They had like merch that was like a Lost Americana mixed with the dive-in thing. It was cool. And the vibe in there was just vibing. They played like all his albums front to back, just having everybody just eat, drink, just kind of like chill, get ready for the show, you know, whatever. And I ended up getting breakfast because that's my favorite meal of the day. So I got breakfast, and so did Tracy, and we had mimosas and just vibed and hung out. It was really cool, a really cool place. Everybody there was really nice, and their food was really good, and they're not super expensive either for downtown Nashville. So if you've never been there and you happen to be out on Broadway late at night and you are hungry and you're looking for food, I would just walk over there because it's like right next to where Broadway is. So yeah, it was good though. And yeah, we got home late that night and had to go to a work Christmas party at 8 o'clock in the morning next morning. So to say we were exhausted is an understatement, but totally worth it. 10 out of 10 would do it again. Also, in other news this week, one of my other best friends, her birthday is Saturday. So everybody stop what you're doing and tell Jamie happy birthday in the comments. Or if you're listening and you are friends with Jamie or you know her on Facebook or whatever, make sure you send her a message and tell her happy birthday on the 20th because it is her birthday. She is one of the best friends I have ever had. She has been with me through the thick of it. We went to nursing school together. We had babies together. She is one of the most amazing people that I know. And I'm so excited because by the time that this comes out, this will have already happened. But Friday, which is when this is dropping, me and Tracy and Caitlin in our little group, there's 4, me, Jamie, Tracy, Caitlin, and we have planned a birthday day for Jamie, and I am so excited. I love to do shit like this. It's so much fun. Gift giving is my love language. I love to spoil anybody and everybody that I know, and that is just a toxic trait of mine. It might be toxic to you or it might be great to you. I don't really know how you take it. I say it's a little toxic because, whatever. Anyway, so we're sending her on a birthday adventure. So we got her a babysitter lined up. She's not going to have to worry about who's watching her kids, which is a big thing for her because she, literally never gets time to herself away from at least all her children. She's always got at least one because one's in school and one's in a preschool type thing, and the other one is about Sage's age. So she's always got a child with her. She never just has mom time. So we decided that we were going to help her do that. So basically her babysitter is going to show up and I'm going to drop off a bag at her door with gifts in it and notes. So in her first note, it says something like, hey, this is your birthday scavenger hunt. I hope you have a great day. Here are your rules. Here's your instructions. And basically the only things that I said was not to look in there because she's a snooper. If you're watching this, don't sit here and deny it because I already know you're shaking your head. Basically, don't snoop because if you snoop, we're going to beat your ass. That's what that first line says. The second thing is telling her, basically how to do it, open the gift before you open the envelope, things like that. And then the third thing is just, she's in her content creation era right now too, so she's kind of big on TikTok. She's got a little over 8,500 followers. And she likes to post like I do. So if you guys don't follow her, you should go give her a follow on TikTok. I can post that in the comments. And yeah, so basically told her use this as an opportunity to vlog or have a day in the life video or, anything like that. But it is a requirement that you tape yourself reading each letter and opening each present. And you send it to our group chat so we can see it because we all have to work tomorrow. Which is the reason that we're sending her on this, because she's the only one that's off tomorrow. We're all working, and we want to be involved as much as we can. So send us videos so we can be involved. So anyway, our first stop, we're sending her to get coffee. That's our thing for the 4 of us. That's what we do. We have to have coffee before we do anything to function. Any shopping trips, any planned trips, we have to get a coffee at least before and potentially after. Just kind of depends on the day. So we have her going to get coffee, and then in the bag we got her a Starbucks gift card, and we got her a Frost Buddy, which you guys would have seen in my last video. I promoted up real good. I don't know if it was my last video. It might have been my first one. Anyway, promoted it really good, so she's got one of those now. So that'll be in there, and that note pretty much says hey, coffee on us, get you a birthday treat and a birthday snack. Enjoy this, and when you're done, you're going to go here. So from there, she's going to go to a place to get her hair done. And I had a gift card for this said place, but I will not cheat on my hair lady. I love her. So if you're watching this, just know I'm loyal. I will not go to anyone else. And I've had this gift card since February of last year. I won it in a giveaway, and I've just been hanging on to it. And she has been talking about getting her hair done, hasn't got to do it. So here you go. Here's your gift card. And then we all kind of threw in and put some money into it. And hopefully it's enough because the bitch has horse hair. So this is prefacing. So I will let you guys know in the comments if that actually was enough or if we suck. So we did that. And so she'll get to get her hair done and just feel herself because every girl deserves that. And in this box that she's going to open with the money, with her hair money, she's also got Sour Patch Kids in there. It's her favorite candy. So we threw some Sour Patch Kids in there so she could snack while she gets her hair done. And then when she's done there, before she leaves there, she's going to open up another envelope in a box. And it's a self-care box. So there's a scrunchie, face mask, eye mask, the under eye things, a nose thing. There is hand sanitizer, there's perfume, there's a hair clip, candy, just a small little self-care box. And basically the note is you deserve self-care all the time, but obviously you can't afford to get your hair done like every single day or get your hair washed or, self-care every single day. So here's a box of self-care stuff you can do at home. And then from there, we're going to have her go to the Cheesecake Factory where our little group of 3 is going to be waiting on her to come in. And then we're going to have lunch and let her get her free dessert. And basically the note's going to be like, hey, happy birthday. Hope you had a great day. Come on inside. We're in here waiting for you. Let's eat lunch and we love you, basically. So I know she's going to love that. She is stressed out because she doesn't know what is happening. She is a planner. She's just like me. So she doesn't know what is happening and it's stressing her out. So she's asking lots of questions and she's digging for lots of answers. And we keep telling her just to shut the fuck up and just trust our judgment because we would not send her to go anywhere or do anything that she wouldn't want to do. And she's still asking questions. So yeah, but I know it's going to turn out good and I'm really excited to send her on that journey. Speaking of birthdays, everyone also please give a shout out to another good friend of mine. Her name is Elizabeth and her 30th birthday is on Monday on the 22nd. Happy birthday, Elizabeth, you old bitch. You're 30 and that's old. It's really not that old because I'm right behind you, but I hope you have a great birthday. And I think we're also going to celebrate her a little bit this weekend. And yeah, so all these December birthdays all so close together. Y'all gonna have to stop it. Stop it. Also, speaking of birthdays, Jamie's little boy's birthday is on Christmas, and he will be 6, and I hope he has the happiest birthday ever, and hard to believe that he's 6 years old because he's a growing boy, and that's craziness, and I'm just here to say that I'm really glad that I don't have any holiday babies or that I'm a holiday baby because I feel like that would be a rough time to try to have a birthday on a holiday. I don't really know how that works because I don't have anybody in my family that has birthdays on holidays. And I lucked out and was, like in the sweet spot of summer. So I don't really know how that goes. And if you have a holiday that is also your birthday, you can feel free to tell me how that makes you feel and why you hate it or why you don't hate it because I'm just curious. I mean, I just feel like people would always be like, oh yeah, well, your birthday is on Christmas, so you're getting one gift for Christmas and your birthday. And it's like, that's not fair because everybody else gets a Christmas present and then a present on their birthday, you know what I'm saying? And so for him, I always try to give him a present for his birthday and a present for Christmas because he's a kid and he may not understand that yet. And I just don't feel like that's fair. And maybe that's the toxic trait in me coming out about giving everybody gifts. But what can I say? Best aunt ever. Aunt Sky to the rescue. In other news, I've got a bone to pick with SpeedX. If you guys don't know what that is the shipping company that Shein and Temu decided they wanted to use aside from UPS, because UPS, I think, is just for like the United States side of those, like people that sell on there. And I think SpeedX is used for the people and like the products that come from China. So they have been hoarding my package for 2 weeks now. And it was supposed to be delivered sometime between December the 2nd and the 12th. Today is December the 18th, and I still do not have my package. Well, Temu does this thing where if you don't get your package by the last day of that, like, window, then they'll give you a $5 credit to use for whatever you want. Which is cool and all, but I ordered Christmas decorations that still are not here. And I also ordered, some little outfits for Sage that I wanted her to wear potentially around this time. Still haven't got them, so that's out the question. She will not be getting those. And I have messaged these people, and their whole system is AI, which is beautiful, because they don't know what the fuck is happening because they're a robot. So I messaged them, and I'm like, hey, where's my package? And they're like, oh, well, it's delayed. So when I look, it says it's delayed for snow. I'll have you know it has not snowed in Tennessee this year. Not even remotely. And if it has, it hasn't been like snow to delay transport. It's been like shit snow where it's snowing and doesn't stick and is just annoying. So they said that. So I messaged back and was like, hey, so there's been no snow. So I don't know what you're talking about, but I need my package. So you need to bring me my shit. And so they messaged me back. They're like, okay, well, it should be getting delivered sometime in the next few days. Like, just keep your eye out for it. I was like, okay, this probably was last week. And yeah, it never came. And so I messaged them yesterday and was like, hey, you can bring me my baggage today, or I can come to the facility and I can come get it. And they were like, oh, well, sorry, we don't offer pickup. And I'm like, well, I really don't care if you offer pickup or if you don't. I'm coming to get it. And they were like, well, we can't give you the address. I Googled it. I know where it's at. It's in Nashville. Obviously, it's in Nashville, but I know where it's at. So I was like, hey, bring me my package today or I'm showing up tomorrow. And that is not a threat. That is a promise. So they email me. They're like, hey, we're still processing. I'm so sorry about the delay. Like the holidays are always a little slower, which I understand that, but 2 weeks delayed for snow that's non-existent, I'm sorry, that's bullshit. So I have not made my way down there because I went down the rabbit hole on TikTok about SpeedX, and basically they are a contracted delivery company that will pick up extra jobs for like Amazon, Shein, Temu, like different apps to help deliver packages. And one of the things that I read said that basically if it's a complicated address, if it's hard to find, things like that, they will just throw it to the back and they will not deliver there. They will let them sit there for weeks and weeks and weeks. So I was like, okay, perfect. And my address, I would say, counts as a complicated address because there are 2 houses at my address. And also when you GPS my address, it does not usually take you straight here. It will either take you to the house next door or it'll take you down the street. It comes up a little complicated. So I feel like that may be what's happening. Also, when the guy, there's been quite a few people that have had issues with this company, but there was a guy that had an issue and he went down there and was like, hey, where's my package at? And they were like, oh, it's out for delivery. And he's like, well, that's horse shit because I know it's not. So where is my package? And they like searched through the system and they ended up finding out it was in the warehouse. And they're like, well, it's going to take us probably an hour or so to like dig through everything and find your package. And he was like, perfect, I'll go do it myself. So the guy like escorted the other guy back there and like let him go through it. And he ended up finding it within like 5 minutes. But he posted a bunch of pictures of the facility. Like all the packages are just thrown out all over the fucking place. Basically a bunch of foreigners run the place and they just contract people to come and deliver. And as a female in the world that we live in today, I just don't feel very safe just coming up in this building that half of them are literally just like in random warehouses. They're not like a labeled SpeedX facility. Like they literally just, they look like a trafficking like spot, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know how else to put that other than saying that. And so me being me, I'm not going alone because my luck, I'll get kidnapped. And then not only will I not have my package, but I'll be fucked. So I figured that was probably not a great idea. I also saw where people were saying that people were attempting to deliver packages and then saying that they couldn't make the delivery and then they just steal the package, which I have cameras. So if somebody did do that or was stupid enough to do that, I would see it. But at this point, I really wanted the package at first because I wanted to at least still have some of the decorations that I ordered. But at this point, I really just don't even give a fuck. I just want my money back. And Temu won't let me get my money back until, I think they said Christmas Eve was, if I hadn't got it by then, I could request a refund or whatever. So at this point, I just don't even give a fuck. Just give me my money. Like, you're not going to give it to me. Half the shit in there is not going to be used anymore anyway. So, like, just take it back. I don't even fucking care. And yeah, I hope that SpeedX gets shut down, and a lot of people have had issues with them and reported them to the Better Business Bureau. So on that note, fuck you, SpeedX, and if you don't deliver my package and I end up refunding it and getting my money back, we're going to have problems. So 9 out of 10 would not recommend using them if you can avoid it at all costs. Which, they actually have a sister company called Lasership, and they were really, really, really horrible, too, the first time that I ever used them. And I had a complaint with them, and I chewed out their driver one time, because they sent this same lady to my house 4 different times, and she kept saying it was a failed delivery, and she would literally pull into the driveway next to mine. I would come outside to get the package, and she would pull off and leave. She did that to me twice. And that third time that she came through and she came up, I was like, it's about motherfucking time. And she just kind of looked at me funny. And I was like, I've been waiting on this package for 3 weeks now. Like, there's no reason for you guys not to deliver it to me. And she's like, well, we could never find your house. But then when I talked to your customer service and they literally sent me a picture of my house. So it's a whole ordeal. Like, if you don't know how to run a system or if you don't know how to run a company, there's no reason for you to be open. That's just my personal opinion. But that was a whole ordeal that, like, we literally shouldn't have even had to deal with. But it's fine. It's fine. There are bigger problems in the world than packages not getting delivered. I know that. I can't believe that Christmas is already here. I feel like this year has just flown by. Like, I never realized how quickly time goes until I had a child. And maybe it's just because, like, I'm watching her grow up. I really don't understand it. I don't get it because I feel like time never went by this fast when I didn't have a baby. And yeah, I mean, time flies. Like, it's the end of the year. I have a year and a half, almost year old. You know, time just flies. I've been with my job over 2 years now. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But I'm thankful for everything that has come my way this year. And, you know, I'm excited about Christmas. Christmas is my favorite. I love it. I love the lights. I love giving gifts. I love receiving gifts, obviously, because I'm spoiled. I love just the family time with all the holidays and stuff. That's really big to me. And this year is going to be fun for Sage because she last year was only 5 months old around Christmas. And so she could really, like, she couldn't sit up great. She really wasn't interested in trying to rip the presents open or anything. She really wasn't interested in anything. No boxes, no nothing. She just was there. And this year, she's going to be really into, like, the toys. And, like, I feel like she's going to want to rip the paper and just, like, look in the boxes and do all the stuff. So, I'm excited. We got her a bunch of cool stuff this year. I got her thing right now is Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, Bluey, and Baby Shark. And I found a Baby Shark bath toy. It's a pink Baby Shark, and she swims in the bathtub when she hits the water, and she sings the Baby Shark song while she does it. And she's going to love that. I also got her, she's got a talking Bluey doll right now, and I found the matching Bingo one, which is Bluey's sister. And so I got her that, and then we got her I don't want to say like I don't even know what it's called. It's a bike where the seat's on the ground and the handlebars are a little high. I can't think of what that's called off the top of my head, but I got her a Minnie Mouse one. I don't know that she'll use it anytime soon, but it said for 18 months and up, so just went ahead and got it for her because I think it's cool. And then, of course, I got her some clothes. I got her some shoes. I got her a new pack of hairbrushes because her hair is getting a little bit longer and it's getting a little harder to just comb through. So I went ahead and got her some Bluey brushes, and those are really cute. I got her some socks. I also stuffed her stocking. She's got some snacks in there. I got her a Minnie Mouse, like, bubble blower thing that you click the button, it just blows bubbles and it sings. It's really cute. And yeah, I'm really excited about Christmas with her this year. She, however, is not a fan of Santa. If you are friends with me on Facebook or Instagram, you probably saw those pictures of her screaming bloody murder in Santa's lap. When we went to see him, she kind of looked at him like, who are you? And then when I tried to leave her with him, she gripped me for dear life and was like, absolutely fucking not. And I already knew that's how that was going to go. So I sat with her, we did some pictures, and then I looked at Santa and I was like, hey, I'm finna drop her and run, so I hope you're ready. He was like, okay, I got you. So I literally dropped her and ran. And as soon as she realized I was not next to her, she freaked the fuck out and started crying and was like, Mama! And it was a whole thing. The pictures are priceless, though, and I will cherish them for the rest of my life. So it's fine. She also is having Grinch Day at school this week, and she's never seen The Grinch. We've never watched The Grinch. We briefly watched it with my mom on Thanksgiving, like, just kind of in and out. And so I'm curious to see how she reacts to him, because she was terrified of Santa. So I don't know. I feel like The Grinch is kind of scary, even though, like, I feel like some kids actually really like The Grinch a lot more than Santa. So I guess we'll see how she does. She like I said, has never seen him. But actually, the Grinch that they're having at the daycare is going to be a lady because it's for the most part ladies that work there. So it's going to be a lady that dresses up as the Grinch, and I'm excited to see how she reacts because it could go one of two ways. She's either going to love him or she's going to be terrified of him, and it's going to scar her. So we'll see how it goes. But it'll be fun either way. I really don't have anything else, I don't think. I think I talked about everything I wanted to talk about. If you're not already, make sure that you are following me on social medias, Instagram and TikTok specifically. That's where you're going to find my updates and my posts and things of that nature. Make sure you are subbed up to me on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Prime, iHeartRadio, and Podbean, because that's where you can listen to me. I do drop episodes every Friday at 6 p.m. Central Time, and that is on listening and streaming platforms. Well, that's the same thing. That is on streaming platforms and YouTube. So you can get the video version on YouTube and the listening version on the rest of the ones that I listed. Also, go and give my last pod some love because I forgot to be in the live chat and forgot to promote it because we went to go see the Christmas lights last week and she's sitting a little low. So I talk about my infertility and the struggles that I went through to get the baby I have now and things of that nature. So if you can relate, please go give that some love, share it out, send it to people you know that are going through the same things I did because it could really help somebody. And yeah, that's it. That's all I've got. So remember, if I said something that pissed you off, then take that up with your barista. And I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. Enjoy your loved ones, and I hope that you get everything that you wanted on your wish list this year. Much love to you all. Okay, bye.